Yo, what's up, guys? We're here with a quick little announcement about some events coming up, particularly the grand final open event for the CCG tour stop, major tour stop in Amsterdam this December. Norman's with me here, and he's just going to tell you a little bit about the event and what's to come for the future. So go ahead.
Yeah, hello everybody. This is just like a quick announcement for, as Nadia said, our grand final in Amsterdam, and things we changed for our series next year based on the feedback we received on the two surveys we run throughout the last 3 months on how to improve our tournaments. So some of the changes we already incorporated for the grand final. There was some feedback on our entry goodies, and the feedback was pretty diverse. So people were actually like wishing different stuff, and no one was pretty clear on, okay, there was no clear data pointing towards, okay, everyone wants a booster pack or everyone wants sleeves. So what we did in the end is come up with a token system that basically give you like tokens at the entry, and you can like hand them in at the store and get like 3 packs of sleeves or 2 booster packs or like a deck box, sleeves, booster packs. So basically everyone can pick his perfect entry goodie composition on his own, and we hope that we can thereby satisfy the various demands on entry goodies. What else? We received some feedback on our pricing structure, so we are going to rework that. We already did some stuff for the grand final. There was a demand for enlarging the top cut prize pool. So what we did is like we will hand out like a booster pack to everyone that reaches top 64. Everyone that reaches top 32 will receive an Ultimate Guard Premium product, so either one of those fancy deck boxes, a binder, and yeah, top 32, top 16 will then receive vouchers. So there was more demand for vouchers than for flights and anything else, so players looked for quick transferable cash. So we cannot offer cash because that's against Konami's policies. What we will do is like we will focus more on vouchers from card market. So next year, instead of giving out the flight, we will increase the prize pool. We will basically double it to what it's now, and we will make it so that if you top 16, then you get already a €100 card market voucher, and the first one you'll get a €800 card market voucher. So that's it for the prize pool. For our challenge tour stops, there was the demand for changing the design of the top cut maps. So right now we have a pretty neutral design with stars and space. So basically the theme of CCG, which is designed by our very talented designer Giuliano, but players demanded more Yu-Gi-Oh related images. So what we will do is like we will hand out 4 different mats for each quarter next year, so 1 mat per quarter, which will limit the amount of mats and thereby increase the price. And also we will keep archetypes in there that are in the specific quarter metagame relevant. So for January we will go with DDDD. What else? We will remove some components of our prize components that we had this year, for example, like the 3D cards. This has 2 reasons. First of all, our providers won't be able to provide them anymore. And people were pretty split on this. So there were people that really liked them and people basically that didn't like them. So and prize pools should be good for everyone. That's also the reason why we will most likely remove the YPFL merchandise, and we will add like glass trophies for the winner. We will have probably Spellground mats. We still need to check the quality, but we received some pretty good samples so far. And what we also were asked for is travel discounts. So how do you organize travel discounts for people in a series without like staying in contact with them? And because basically everyone travels from some distant place when you don't know who is coming from where. So what we actually decided on giving like a small travel discount is we will introduce a CCG card, which is basically like a credit card card. And this will give you free entry to each of our biggest events. And what we also saw is that players somehow were pretty confused between challenge tour stops and major tour stops. So the major tour stops, to remind you, were the big tournaments. And what we will do is just rename them next year. So there was some pretty good insights in the research, and also for the grand final in Amsterdam, what we offered so far, and we will continue doing so because we received pretty good feedback for that, is we will have like a service line which directly goes into my mailbox, where we help players to find cheap trips to our events. So I did this so far for 3 or 4 travel groups, find them cheap hotels and cheap connections. So this is just an additional service to make like attending our events more convenient. Else, what also we saw in the research is that like so in order to increase like the fun atmosphere at our events, we will offer partly free side events. So we will have like free win-a-met side events, and also for the ones that want to play a bit more like competitive, we will have like win-a-display side events for a fair entry price. So you will play like 3 rounds, and if you win 3 games, you automatically won a display. Now that's more for the competitive players out there that go to the tournament to make some quick money. And we will also introduce bounty players to make it more thrilling for the competitive players that performed extraordinarily during the past seasons to attend our events, and also for players to play against them. There's a long list of things we are going to change next year, and this we will also, regarding the whole event structure, we will add official Pokemon and Hearthstone events to our Grand Opens, and also we will probably finally go to Berlin with a Grand Open. So in the end, the research gave us some pretty good insight in how to improve our tournaments, also on how to market them. So right now we were just focusing on Facebook promotion. So we try to reach out to more YouTube channels right now. So obviously our dear Nat here is part of this. But we saw we were pretty devastated by the outcomes of our past 2 major tour stops in London and Bologna, which had less than 100 players, and this was partially associated to bad marketing and also to bad. For London, it was because of timing and location itself, because we never hosted any CCG event before that in the UK, so players didn't know what to expect from our events. Plus, for Bologna, we simply chose a very bad timing 1 week after school started again in Italy, so players weren't focused on Yu-Gi-Oh, but on how to start into school again. So we made some pretty bad decisions this year in terms of choosing the location and when to host the event. So in the end, like, yeah, we could have blamed everything on the community for not accepting what we're doing, but of course that's not the true reason. So that's why we went out to seek feedback, and we got, as I said, pretty decent feedback on how to improve things. And we are very grateful for that, because in the end, like, what we are trying to do with this series is not like becoming like a startup or something like this. We just want to push card games, in particular Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's where we all started from, up to like more competitive events, more like the big vision is to somehow close the gap to esports. Because we truly believe that there is like potential for card games and TCGs to actually play at the same level as Counter-Strike or other games, because it's actually more thrilling, because there's more luck involved. And in the end, card games are right now at a level that esports were like 10 years ago. So we're just going to be the guys that take fate in our own hands, and try to make the best out of it and push card games to more competitive events. And year after year, we're getting bigger partners, we're getting more support from the community, and I think we are in a pretty good way. And in the end, this is a community project, and therefore we have to work together with the community on making this segment, after all, bigger. So it's always needed to have community feedback. And in the end, if there's anything else you guys would like to like give us feedback on, we're always open to that. It's not like that we're just like hiding in our houses and keep thinking on how to make CCG big, but we also we are actually thinking on how to make Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Hearthstone bigger. In Magic, we haven't looked into yet, because that is like a whole nother story. We'll probably do that as soon as we fix the issues with our current plans. But yeah, in the end, we will also go into more fun stuff next to the tournaments. Next year, we have some partners for that. It was Amsterdam was still too soon to make that happen with those partners, but next year our tournaments will feature other cool stuff, such as chill out area and other things to do when you're not in the tournament anymore, or just if you want to relax in between the rounds. So yeah, that's it for Amsterdam. What we also added on the second day is basically right now we just always run Swiss day 1 and day 2, and then the top cut. We just move like Swiss to day 1 only, and have the top cut on Sunday. And we will also host like a challenge tour stop on Sunday with a decent price structure. For example, the winner will win a flight and accommodation to one of our events. So in the end, this were the main outcomes and changes we are going to make next year, plus more focus on YouTube marketing. So I hope, or we deeply hope, this is going to fix some of the issues we had and why people weren't as satisfied with the tournaments so far.
Alright guys, well, I think that's a good layout and plan for the future. So you've got quite a lot of information from us here. If you have feedback, or if you have suggestions, or if you have questions, just contact us on Complexity Card Gaming. You can even leave the comments on the video itself, but do try contact Complexity Card Gaming via Facebook. This is the best way to get a hold of us, and you get to speak straight to the TO, straight to Norman himself, to answer anything that you may be wondering about. But yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more from us in the future, and stay tuned, and we hope to see you at Amsterdam this year. So bye bye for now, and take care.